Hello and welcome back to Better Than Adventure. Some really big stuff has happened in real life, that's why I haven't been recording. But some stuff that's also important has happened in Better Than Adventure. So you know when my days got reset? That was the level.dat file getting corrupted, and I didn't realize until I saw a corrupted chunk while walking around. It wasn't actually corrupted, though. Basically, it was like a new world gen. I saw that some of the chunks were wrong, and immediately realized, wait, the seed changed. So, I had to... You know how it goes. I had to copy over the old dat file that I have a backup of just in case of this specific occurrence, but some of the chunks are a little bit messed up. Nowhere near us, just in the distance. So that's going to be something I'll have to deal with later. We can make a base there maybe, or maybe I'll find a way to manually open up the region file and, like, pluck those chunks out individually. I'll figure something out. Between when I last played and today, quite a lot happened when I last recorded. One of the things is that, I gathered a lot of resources, because that's the only thing I really want to do while I'm not recording. So, yeah, and I built some stuff underground so that my mining is easier. The first change you'll see is these chests that actually have sorted things in them, like clay. And this is where you see that I spent a lot of time, and I do mean a lot of time mining. I'll show you the caverns if you'd so like. But yeah, these things are just kind of sorted now. There's wood, there's bricks, there's the assortment of brick-like materials. Yeah, some of these have nothing in them, other ones have something. Yeah, by the way, the cactus farm works great. But yeah, the main... I have a minecart for a reason. The main big things were happening in the off... Happen again. And again. So, the big things have been happening in the off-camera mining section. Yeah. Let me explain. So, the way the off-camera mining area works is pretty simple. There are these two tunnels. Well, there are, like, a few classes of tunnels. We have the main ones and the non-main ones. And also, oops, two elevation levels. Elevation level 6 and elevation level 12. So, to go through all the resources, if I may show you what I've been doing, you can see that this is just absolutely full of this sort of stuff. In here, for instance... you see how this is weird? All of this was lava. I manually went through this with water buckets and diamond pickaxes to mine obsidian. So you may be wondering, how much obsidian do I have? Well, this much, and also this much. Because I thought to myself, I've never really used it, blah blah blah. Yeah, then I made a, like, I should show it first. Over here, I made a cobblestone generator for limestone, because we can't get limestone easily. You see, the way cobblestone generators work here is basically, oh, this is just a vestigial thing from testing, by the way. Oh, fuck. I just broke it. But as you can see, when you have lava go onto a full water block, you get, as you can probably see there, limestone. If it only goes like half to a half water block, you get the other one. What is it called again? Like you get a fuck, granite. And if it's empty, basically, you know, if it's a really low water level, you get the third one. Now this is kind of annoying to get to, but you can. everything is go... Oh, whatever. But basically, yeah, this pushes it out, and then I can AFK like this, with my left mouse button taped down, and I can just get a whole lot of this stuff. That's why there's a lot of limestone. There's also this stuff. And, yeah, some granite. There's also, a whole lot of stone, and a whole lot of basalt. Now, the creme de la creme of all of this is the stupid little minecart system that I have. It just goes to these, like, hubs that I've been building. I have 3 of them at the moment. The idea is really simple. You have these to select where you're gonna go. This is partially because I want to have, like, minecarts with chests going around, but I haven't really thought of it very easily. But what I can do is I can kind of set this up, you know, so it goes in a specific direction and then just go there. But yeah, these are like every 400 something blocks, I think. I don't know, roughly. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so that was the first hub. Then the issue was, you know, it was taking me longer and longer to actually get to my mines. I couldn't actually, you know, find new ores that easily, so I made a second hub, which is not as, like, you know, big, because I wasn't here for that long. There's also the stuff I haven't taken up to the surface yet, also where I was smelting some stuff, and then, you know, there's this sort of system, which is, yeah, I mean, you can see it continues going on through there. We just have to, you know, make sure that's going over there, and, well, we can continue. I was gonna mute myself for just a moment and didn't realize that, oopsie daisies. Wait, hold on. Just let me, there we go. And the third one was just kind of made because I wanted to have more than that. I guess you call it, like, the pot of greed. Method of expansion. Expanding for the sake of it. Over here, this is where I generated the wrong chunk in the distance that I randomly noticed. Yeah. So this is the end point, basically. This isn't even finished. Was it faster to do... Would it be faster to just connect these with the nether? I mean, yeah, but it's not as cool. Anyways, yeah. That was essentially it. Yeah, like, basically, okay... I know it's like, ooh, what have I been doing? But I just realized walking down previously mined tunnels just wouldn't be that helpful. But considering I already went into, like, when I saw that one of the chunks looked wrong, I quickly went into creative mode just to see what was going on. We can go again, just so I can show you, well, I'll show you the chunk, like one of the example chunks. I don't intend on using creative mode to cheat. I've already been mining for so fucking long, why would I then, yeah. Ignore these little holes, it's just beyond there. You'll be able to see, if I was just a little bit, you know, if I stopped a little bit early with my mine, you can see this is the funny portion. So, this was generated when I didn't realize the world gen was bugged. Then I realized it was, and fixed it, so the next chunk is normal. So this is actually kind of an interesting thing. I don't know what it'll do there. But yeah, heading down all the way, you know, back. By the way, yeah, one nice thing is that you can easily tell if the level.dat file is broken purely by if the day number gets weird. Which, in my opinion, is really good. Anyways, you can see, you know, how many caves have been explored and stuff here. Just, I guess this is my proof of work that I haven't been bullshitting you. And you can see, especially when you get to the main one, this isn't even the main one, I don't think, no. No, this is the main one. You can see, yeah. Like, I got kind of sick of this, so I ended up doing it. You know, that's why I kind of ended up going with the other mine. I mean, look at this. It looks like a fucking neural computer circuit. But it's whatever. And those are all of the changes that I've made. So what do we do now? Well, there's a few things that I'd like to do. Mainly because I just haven't really done that many of them while I, played Minecraft. I mean, I've played this game for so many years, but there are some things which I've never really done or tried, purely because, I don't know. And one of them is, I was thinking about, I mean, we have a cool, like, fountain, but the back area feels a little bit empty. So what's something cool that every mansion has, but this one doesn't? Well, a hedge maze. So I'm going to make a hedge maze. Why not, right? Something to get me back into actually building. Now, why did I collect all of this obsidian? Well, I was doing some slight research into something unrelated, and I ended up pulling up a, okay, me and a friend of mine were kind of chatting about, she had, like, this many years ago, but she had, like, a shitty PC and recorded a TF2 gameplay or whatever on it, and it looked kind of ass, and I asked her, why didn't she just record it in, like, 720p, and then not have everything lag and look bad? And she was like, oh yeah, I never thought of it. But then, I sent a piece of footage that I made. It's currently sitting unlisted. If you want to see it become listed, you can ask me in the comments. I'll then leave a link to it. Just some random test footage off of an old PC where I was testing out how it would look if I was actually... how it would look if you were actually trying to play Minecraft on a dog shit tier PC back in the day. Like a beta version, like let's say it was 2011, 2010, you have kind of an old computer, and you want to record Minecraft, how do you do it? And it went pretty well, and then I uploaded it to YouTube, and then the bitrate got fucking ruined. I'll see, maybe just for you, if you ask, I'll upload... I may upload, like, a better cut of it, where I re-encode it at a higher resolution just to try to show the actual quality before YouTube fucking butchers it. I don't know. But the main point is, because of that, because of all of that, I ended up to find a comparison point. I just opened up, like, Good Boulderfist, Minecraft Let's Play, blah blah, and I looked at his bitrate. And at the random video I clicked on, he had, like, a giant flat plane of obsidian. And then I remembered, wait, hold on a moment. It's easier to mine obsidian in Better Than Adventure than it is in normal Minecraft. I'm going to mine some obsidian. Shouldn't be that hard. And that's how we are where we are now. Is it a really shallow reason? Maybe. Is it a really valid reason? Yes. Yes, it is. But yeah, we'll just get a lot of leaves. It's kind of funny, though. For so long in the game, comparatively to Joseph, it was so hard to get leaves. Like in the early versions, right? Because you couldn't get the items. And then, like, they were, okay, hold on, what if we added shears so you can actually obtain the blocks? And that is what I feel a really underrated aspect of Minecraft's design philosophy. It's just the idea that you can just kind of, obtain different stuff for building, It's not like, oh, you can only have this block spawn naturally, you can't, There are very few things in Minecraft which you can't, move in some way or manipulate. There's that weird reinforced deep slate, which I don't like. I mean, I don't like the entire deep dark. It's just so underwhelming, but that's because I am maybe a little bit petty, sure. But it's also partially because I'm just kind of a big fan of, I'm a big fan of Resident Evil and other types of horror games where you have a big fucking guy chase you down the halls. So when I saw the Warden, and he ended up just kind of being really mid, at best, I was just really disappointed, and that kind of, you know, just that, oh, well, if you, he's kind of easy-ish to avoid if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, he just runs up to you and, like, really quickly kills you, and there's very little recourse you can do. Kind of basically changing him from what I was hoping to see, which was, what if Nemesis was in Minecraft? What if Nemesis was in WhatsApp? And it's just like... just fucking... Claire Red. No, wait, is it? Fuck, I forget which characters are in 3. It's fucking Jill telling fucking Nemesis to kill itself. God, I love... I'm gonna be honest, one of the worst things about the RE1 remake, I mean, I don't like it for my own reasons, but one of the things that I really dislike about it is that, so the original game had really bad voice acting. And that was really fun. It was really funny hearing how butchered the voice acting was. I understand that, like, oh, but in the new game, the voice acting isn't like completely atrocious. It's not like, wow, what a mansion! Captain Wesker, where's Chris? I can't do the American accent or the you know. But you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those really. I'm one of those people who thinks RE1 is better than RE remake, and it's not because of the, you know, and it's not because of the big things, you know. In many ways, if you're a new player, RE1 is gonna be clunkier than remake, right? But there are just some things that make RE1 more fun, I guess. The big one for me has to be the way the shotgun works with headshots. So, if you're not aware, in the original RE3... Sorry, fucking it. My brain's melting. In the original Resident Evil, when you would shoot a guy in the head... they would, like, when you shoot a zombie in the head, they would always die. In, you know, they would always get headshot if it's with a shotgun or something, right? However, for some reason, in Remake, the headshot is down to RNGesus! And I don't understand why. I guess it's to make it a higher chance it'll become a Crimson Head later. Which... yeah, that's a valid... that's like, I don't like it, but it's like a valid idea. I understand where the developers were coming from. But it sucks, man. It sucks. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. Also don't like this. This needs to be one further back. Yeah, and then we can do this, and then... I don't like this. To get this exactly right, it's gonna be 3 away, so... Wait, okay. If I do it like this... oh, yeah, okay. Why not? Sure. Whatever. How do I do this, then? Like this? Yeah, I'll do this. I don't know if I have to place those down there. I just don't want my hard work to go to waste, okay? Okay. Then, yeah, you wanna... I don't wanna make it, Oh, I should definitely have some kind of secret passage into, like, a crypt. It'll be here. That's why I wanna, like, hide it away from the other stuff. Wait, no, I'll make it like this. Yeah, and then I'll kinda hide it like this, so it's harder to see. Maybe. Okay. I know it's like, oh, but if I watch the video, I'll know where it is. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that, you won't know. Do it kind of like this. Having it like this. Sure. And I'll make one of the exits, like, over there. You know, then I'll do it, like... We'll make it stick one out, actually. I'm not placing any wood. Huh. Maybe I don't actually... Well, whatever. We'll just... I will not leave it up to chance, okay? And over here... This connects like that. Ah. Okay. So then... Doing it like this. And then like this. Yeah, because you can't really see that. And this will be all the way to here. Yeah, okay. Let's make it like this so you can kind of see what's... Okay, yeah. So, here's the idea. Go into here. You'll need to kind of make your way through here. You'll encounter this. But the truth is, you have to go over here. And then, I mean, you know, you won't really know where to go. Oh yeah, there's also this. I'll block it off over here. So you'll need to go... Yeah, and then you'll think, oh yeah, because there will be these exits, and then there'll be a third hidden path. Yeah, I'm not really the best at building hedge mazes, but, you really gotta use the space. That's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. Just find a way to use the space. You want to make the player feel in their progression from... Wait, we can do it here. From one area to the other, you want to make the player feel like the path they're progressing down is actually leading them somewhere, you know? You can do this by doing this. Doing this. So by doing this, the player will assume they've already been in this area. You know, because there will be some of these pathways that just kind of lead here, but don't really lead to anywhere specific. so there's a lesser chance the player will be interested in, you know, traveling down these areas later, again, in hopes of finding the crypt. That's at least my logic that tries to understand a player's logic. Because this is basically like a minigame, if you think about it. Like, you know, the player is trying to figure this out. I've also noticed that, like, one thing which I've seen, as an interesting mechanic is, players will tend to assume there's only one entrance and exit. You know? So when they... Yeah, I'll actually cover this part, but we are out of leaves, and, we have to go to bed. But I'll get more shears first. Come on, get me up. Nope. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you, we have a few pieces of iron. A lot of iron, actually, because I just mined. I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid. But, like, I thought to myself, like, I actually thought about this before, like, should I be mining on camera? Should I be mining off camera? And at some point I realized, like, there's basically zero benefit to mining on camera. It's not engaging to watch. It's not engaging, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm building something. I don't really get any interesting, you know, the most I can do is go through whatever topics I have in my head. But, like, it's kind of like, you know, if I'm mining for myself, I may be, like, you know, talking with someone, listening to something in the background, you know, like, watching a podcast, listening to music, so, something, you know, you'll be doing something. And from the podcast thing, I only watch one of them, because I'm not really a podcast guy, but, there's a funny one about engineering disasters. Fuck. Well, actually, maybe... Honestly, may have been better for me to accidentally kill it than to set it on fire and light the entire hedge maze ablaze. Yeah, there's a really funny one about engineering disasters. But, yeah, it's generally speaking, I think mining makes for really, unfulfilling content. Okay, caving, I mean, it can be fun. Not when I'm down the 20th cave and I have nothing more to add, because it's a cave. Like, at some point, you run out of material. But yeah. And something else that's annoying is, in terms of... Actually, I think this will be enough when this breaks. Yeah. That'll be enough. Huh. Interesting. There may have been a creeper explosion. There may have been a few that I covered up while I was chopping trees. Just kind of sneak up on you, and then... boom, and then you die. Well, I don't die. Oh, also, I made diamond armor because my steel armor was getting so low, and I have a stack of diamond blocks now, so... Well, that's not an issue. But yeah. The crypt... I'll think about. Because I don't really know what to do with the crypt. I thought about, like, oh, we should be making a, yeah, it'll be cool, because that, what do I put in there? Like, seriously. What do I put in a crypt? I will wanna check this with the little overhead view. Yeah. Sadly, the biggest issue I have with, BTA is just that, because it's based on, like, actual, you know, Minecraft, it still has some of the same issues. What could I put in the crypt? A sarcophagus made out of obsidian. Oh, we'll get some... We have gold, right? Yeah. I'll get some gold blocks as well. And we'll get some lapis. Whatever. We'll get some of this. Oh, we will need, some kind of... trap door. Okay, so what I'll need is I'll just... put these in here for now. Get some wood. And where are my ink sacks? Getting some wood. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois, I made a joke. Hey, Lois, and you won't believe it. But the joke is about penis. No, but seriously, am I chat parenthesis chat comma am I cooked? Yeah, I mean, maybe you could see maybe you can see that something sussy's over there, but I don't know, because the idea is, you know where the other exit is, what are the chances that you'll specifically go, wait a minute, what idiot designed this? Okay. Give me this. Okay, good enough for now. Put it over here. And then... if this was an RE game, this is what you'd see, like, the, trap door opening animation, and oh my... and, like, the camera shifting down there, yeah. Ooh! Hey, this is a cave. Huh. At least this part is gonna be a little bit easier. Wait, this is like the thing from RE Remake, where the fucking... it's not a vampire, but where the fucking guy is. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, play the game. Okay. I'm gonna empty the space for the sarcophagus here. I don't really know how to even really build it. Do it just like this. Then over here. Just put this. And then in the corners. Am I avoiding any specific religious am I avoiding any specific religious symbolisms, sort of? I don't know. I also didn't bring that many resources to make the crypt. Whatever. Oh, redstone torches. That's genius. Yeah. You know, every single mansion needs to have a dark secret. Or a somber secret. I wonder which one this is. I'll just keep it like this. Yeah. Okay, so we have this. I'm just gonna... Dude, what am I doing? Hold... I can just use the thing in my head. That's the fastest route. Yeah. I have cooked basalt, yeah. There we go. Problem solved. There is something kind of funny about the fastest route just being, you know, the caves. But yeah. It's also gonna be really funny when I, inevitably I won't forget what this is, but, you know, it's just... Imagine you don't know about this and you just, like, download the world, which probably won't make it downloadable, ever. But, you know, imagine if you just, like... Imagine if you're, like, somebody playing on the world, you know? And you just discover this in your friend's, like, base. You'd have some questions to ask. That's why I want to make it all black. Oh, fuck, I should also run back really quickly before this is over and replace the normal torches with redstone torches. You know, that goes so much harder when it's like a few redstone torches in the darkness. I'll get 4. Probably have, like, 3 torches to spare, but who gave a fuck? Yeah. Okay. Also, I made some preparations to expand the storage area, but I haven't actually done it yet. If you may remember... Huh. Does this provide any actual light? A bit. Huh. Right, wait. Move all these. Yeah, this does give us a little bit of light. With 100% gamma. Ooh. This looks good with 100%. We just have 1 torch here. And then... Yeah. All I need now is a sign to say something like, "May you rest until the time rises." But yeah. Look, I know I haven't been... I know, like, to you, it seems like only a bit of time has passed, like... Yeah, sure, you're unhired, but this was really different. Some things shall never be the same. So let me end off the video with, showing off the, there's still a bathroom here, which I continuously forget exists, but this was the place where I was trying to get nightmares. Yeah, I'm just going to expand this into here later, you know, just making it longer. I'll see. Anyways, let's also finally, yeah, just be an AFK for a little bit. Not a perfect system. There's a chicken egg here. But more importantly, like, a whole lot of cactus. Because, of course, also something I love, okay, is how I used the bricks here. It makes it really seem like it was, you know, an ad hoc, you know, quick change later. After the fact, when you just needed an easier route. I don't know. In my opinion, what makes a base feel really nice are, like, the little things. Not, like, the giant, you know, flat plane surfaces. And honestly, yeah, I think the hedge maze really adds to it. See you next time, I guess. Goodbye.